Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button, subscribe to our channel, and also take time to click that bell icon just below for notifications. As you can see, absolutely wonderful. We're going to do a chicken in a tomato sauce, Italianish style. It's very, very simple. It tastes delicious. What we're going to do first is go straight to the cooker, get our chicken and fry that off, and then just after that I'll show you all the other ingredients. By the way, a list of everything is in the text below. Okay, so I've got a pan or a wok here, or you're going to need some sort of saucepan or whatever. I've got in there some olive oil. You could be using a different oil if you want. Then we're going to add our chicken. Now, whole chicken, which is in kind of quite large parts, as you can see here. Popping this in. Fantastic. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 bits. That's like a 1.4, 1.5 kg chicken. We're on a medium heat. What we're going to do for about 7 to 8 minutes is we're going to fry this chicken to get it started. Turning it, get a little bit of colour on it. Keep it moving. Okay, I've just turned the heat off of this. As you can see, we've got some lovely colour on them. Now, not cooked all the way through, but don't worry about that. This process is just to get a nice bit of colour on it. So we're going to set these aside. Just grab them out. And then we're going to make a fantastic sauce, and then we'll reintroduce the chicken back into the sauce. And it'll cook there until it's fully cooked, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. So the chicken's set aside. I'm going to reduce that oil down just a little bit because that's got some really lovely flavours in it. So like half of that oil, and then we can get moving. But first, let's go and take a look at the other ingredients. So our chicken is partly done, as you can see there. Let's just take a look at the other ingredients. So 1, 2, 3. We're going to use 3 different types of tomatoes here. That is a regular can of plum tomatoes that I've chopped. There are 4 medium-sized tomatoes that I've actually put into my food processor and mashed them down, and here I've got 35 grams of tomato paste. Onion, I've got a 1 large white onion, 2 tablespoons of chopped garlic. I want that to be a heavy flavour here. 2 teaspoons of oregano, 1 teaspoon of thyme. That's what I'm going with, but you could be changing that with some other sort of Italian Mediterranean type herb. And then 2 cups of some olives. I'm using the black olives, they've still got the stone in. This is very, very easy, and it's going to be absolutely delicious. Let's get back to the cooker. So here we are, back at the cooker, and you can see I've reduced the oil down by 50%, but like I say, there's some lovely chicken flavours in that, so don't waste that. Let's drop in our onion and that garlic. Like I said, I'm using a lot of garlic here. There's like 2 tablespoons there. I want that to be a big, big flavour. I'm going to get a little bit of black pepper in there. A little bit of salt. I'm then going to add our oregano and thyme. I like that combination. But like I say, some rosemary, some dried basil or something like that can also work. Tarragon maybe. Marjoram. Then what we're going to do here is for about 3 to 4 minutes on an above medium heat, we're going to keep this moving, sweat these down, and then we're ready to move on to the next step. Coming together beautifully. Just going to drop those olives in now. I'm using these black ones with the stones in. Of course, you could be using green if you wanted. Now I'm going to put in the fresh tomatoes first. Like I said, I just chopped them up and got those into my food processor. Got them nice and small. Let's just cook these out for a few minutes before we add the other 2 types of tomatoes. So we're going to let this go now. Stay on this medium heat for about another 4 to 5 minutes. Stirring often. We're really nearly there. It's so simple, this one, but delicious. Amazing. So yeah, those few minutes just help get rid of the rawness of the tomatoes. We're now ready to add in that 1 can of regular plum tomatoes, like I said, that I've chopped. And then we can go in with that 135 gram of tomato paste. I'm going to give this a little stir. I'm going to turn the heat down to just above a simmer, not a simmer, just above. Let's get this little mixed in here. Marvellous. And then what we're going to do, we're going to get the chicken back in now. Chicken goes in, lid goes on, nice low heat for about, 10 to 12 minutes. That's nicely mixed. Let's get some chicken in there now. So you can just pop it on the top here, all around. Any juices from that chicken go straight in there. Lid goes on. And what I'm going to do is like halfway through, sort of 6 or 7 minutes maybe in or something like that, I'm going to just give it a little stir, get a little bit of the sauce over our chicken. Pretty much done. Okay, let me turn that heat off. Let's take a look at this. Lid off, steam out, and that is gorgeous. That sauce has really kind of deepened. That chicken's definitely going to be cooked now, don't worry about that. You've got yourself a really fantastic, really simple Italian styled chicken with tomato. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. We will see you soon. Lots of love.